should be live. Okay, so today is an exciting day. It is day number 2 in the attempt to rewrite the entire screenplay in 48 hours. So for context, hi, my name is Joshua, and over the last, I actually don't remember how many days because I didn't look it up today, over 600 days I've been working on making an animated feature film. And I've recently decided I need to rewrite the full film because I've done like a bunch of pre-production stuff, and I'm at the point where I need to animate, but I actually am like, okay, you know what, put the work in to actually do this the right way. So we're rewriting, right? But the thing is, we're not actually rewriting in physically 48 hours. It is it is 48 hours spread over a period of time so that I do not lose my mind and go insane. Yet, no. All right, so yeah, I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to live stream, so get it while you can, I guess. Who knows? Maybe I'll live stream the whole thing, or maybe I'll not. We'll see. But in the last stream yesterday, we started, and it went really well. Actually, I had to cut it shorter than I thought I probably would have. But we got some work done, and we got apparently an hour and 8 minutes, and I had to redo the timer here because and I can pop it up here. And let me disable that. There we go. I had to get rid of the timer, because I restarted my computer, the timer just went, woo, goodbye. I was like, oh, okay. So I set it up again. This time it's a countdown timer instead of the stopwatch. I'm still going to use the stopwatch because did the math, and if I rewrite a page every 24 minutes, I'm going to be on track. That actually was possible, like to really rewrite a full film in 48 hours, which is kind of crazy. But let's stop talking. Let's get cooking, right? Time is literally of the essence for this. So yeah, let's actually begin right now. And I hope this is actually, hope we're actually live. We'll figure it out soon enough though. Okay, so I'm just gonna start the timer. Boom. Okay. And I'm just going to start this so I know how long I spend on each little part. Okay, so last time I think we were on, let's see, did this. Yep, page 3 done. This whole scene done. We were working on this scene. Okay, yeah, I remember now. The idea is to kind of rewrite this whole scene here. I had a lot of ideas, and I'm going to go 100% into, well, I guess I will have to, because without that it won't make any sense. I have like piles of different parts of the script here. Let's see, best way to do this. Well, let's just start with a quick read through of the scene. Just get my mind warm. Okay, Betty and Jane lie in silence, watching the horses each adopt their own round hay bale. Sounds of nature surround them. Betty slides off, frustrated. I feel like, sorry, I'm gonna start formatting things. Let's see, you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, I was like, I want to like do something like this, or I don't know, but it doesn't really matter too much. Whatever. For now, I'm just gonna leave it, even though. Yeah, actually, this could be. It saves like one line. Hey, that's better, efficient, right? I don't know, whatever. Okay, so Betty and Jane lie in silence, watching the horses each atop their own round hay bale. Sounds of nature surround them. Betty slides off, frustrated. Jane looks back towards Betty. A stallion walks up to the fence. Betty eyes Jane. Jane eyes the horse. Betty Fleetfoot. We can never afford something like that. And at my age, Dad had already won a grand race. It would take a literal miracle to get a horse, much less race it. Now, one of the edits I had on paper here, and what page? That's page 4. Was putting just in there, and I'm on the fence on it. Frankly, it would take a literal miracle just to get a horse, or to get. I'm just gonna put just in there for now. If I don't like it later, easy. Just delete it, seriously. So boom, got that done. I'm just gonna cross this off actually, so I know what I actually did. Okay. See, that was your dad's. Okay, yeah, I already did that. So yeah, I already rewrote half of this, but Jane changes positions on the hay bale, now sitting cross-legged facing Betty, Jane, and Dasher. That was your dad's thing. You'll find something. Sorry, I'm trying to read the old line. Okay, you'll find that was your dad's thing. That was your dad's thing. Oh wow, I totally messed that one up. Okay, that was your dad's thing. Let's see. You'll find, well done. What's good, bro? Let's see. That was your dad's thing. You'll you'll find. Let's see, dude. I don't know how I messed that up so much. Okay, you'll find. I guess it's supposed to be. Wait. What did I? You'll find your thing. You'll find your. See your thing. You'll find your thing someday. And I forgot the R. All right. That was your dad's thing. You'll find your thing someday. That was your dad. That was your dad's thing. You'll find your thing someday. It's fine. Okay. Betty responds, but I'm running out of time. Betty leans against the hay bale, looks down the road. A tow truck screeches to a halt. Out jumps Henry. Betty's face warps into dread. Now, this is... No, I feel like we should have that piece of action, because it kind of sets anticipation. This is such a small thing. But Betty's face warps into dread. And then it's like, okay, why? And now a tow truck screeches to a halt. Out jumps Henry. No, you have to say Betty, because it's like, who is she? But just to be very clear. And we don't need to italicize this anymore, even though I love italics so much. Okay. So, okay, Betty's face warps into dread. Or as... Let's see, and we don't need to capitalize that anymore. As a tow truck... Actually, it'd just be the tow truck is an important thing that we're going to have in multiple scenes. So I was like, oh, maybe we should capitalize that. But the screeches to a halt is the action that we kind of want to emphasize. Out jumps Henry. Out jumps Henry. Betty shuffles towards her father. Okay, I'm going to say this is done. Yay, let's go. So I'm going to actually put this page down here. I have like a stack of pages I already did over here. Which is, oh wait, I can cut to the full camera. Wow, cool. Whatever. Oh, okay, doesn't want to do it. There we go. Trying to stay organized. It's a little hard, but hey. All right, next page is page 5 here, which is where we're gonna have to do a bit more work because, yeah, I don't know if you guys remember in the last stream I was like trying to figure this out, and I didn't. So that's fun. Let's see. Well, let's just keep reading and get to the problem area. So Betty's face warps into dread. Okay, we already did that. Henry Fleetfoot. Whose land is this? Henry, deeply offended, stands at the shoulder of the road. Betty, now, I always have a hard time, frankly, with action and like, how do you communicate that the X character is going to Y location, right? And during how much time and like while they're walking, are they saying the lines? You know, like all these small details in my head are like so important. And when you're actually blocking out the scene, are super important to figure out. But yeah, it's never gonna be perfect, I guess. But there is a right and wrong way, I guess, to do a thing. So try and figure that out, right? So let me just think through this. Betty shuffles towards her father, so we know she's moving. That kind of infers that by the time Betty starts toward her father, I guess just in this line it sounds like she's already there. So and then he says his line, whatever. Let me think. So I guess we kind of honestly, frankly, this is an unneeded line. Let me think. Okay, so let's just think about this. Betty's face forces into dread as a tow truck screeches to a halt. Out jumps Henry. No, we're gonna put this here. I kind of like the deeply offended part. It's kind of fun to describe, like a description. Let's see. Out jumps Henry, deeply offended. Actually, I think I had a gas there once. Oh, I'm gonna forget how to spell gas. Aghast. That's definitely not how you spell gas. But hey, look, hashtag spell check is awesome. Let's go. Okay, cool. Out jumps Henry. Completely. Doesn't sound right. But completely. Come on, Joshua. Completely. Aghast. Standing. It would be standing. Standing. Hands on. Let's see, standing. Bruh. Okay, this is what happens when you like merge together multiple sections of a script and just like, this is bad. But eventually we'll figure it out, guys. So Betty's face warps into dread as a tow truck screeches to a halt. Out jumps Henry, completely aghast. No, we don't need the part by the road. It's not unnecessary. Aghast. Betty slowly shuffles towards her father. And then who's like, oh, there you go. That works so much better there. So that way we just infer that as she's going towards Henry saying the line. Boom, problem solved. And bro, okay, Betty stops a few feet from Henry. And by the way, if you guys see like a glaring error, you feel free to let me know. I may or may not have the brains to actually comprehend it, but hey, feel free. I'm open to suggestions and things. Okay, Henry Fleetfoot, whose land is this? He repeats his line. And Betty Fleetfoot finally responds under her breath, because she's right next to him. It's like, Uncle Spuds. Okay, and Henry Fleetfoot responds, precisely. And Betty's like, I'm sorry, Dad. Henry looks past Betty to Jane, who hasn't moved, while Betty continues. But Dad, it's not fair to just write people off like that. Don't you realize people can change? And Henry Fleetfoot responds, people like him don't change. Now, I think I'm fine with that line. I have a little note, I think, probably here. I feel like, oh, never mind, I don't. I'm hallucinating. Yo, Choppy, what's good, bro? How goes it, dude? See, he looks over and sees the horses. Now this is the problem part. So yeah, before you say literally amazing, I don't know. We will have to see here, because yeah, we need to cook here, as they say. All right, so yeah, the idea, the big plan is, oh right, I remember now. Hot dog. Joshua hashtag remembered finally. So I want Betty to challenge her father, basically, to have. Basically, she needs to get to Spud's farm, and Spud is the great enemy in the movie, right? Which is a problem because, hey, like right now, I can't remember actually. Let's see what I do. Those are dangerous. Stay away from them. The last thing I'd want you to see you is basically racing, which is so on the nose. It's like, oh, the one thing, right? Betty eyes him, poker face, blah blah blah. Henry's mind races. Henry Fleet responds, "You don't believe me, do you?" And basically, he's like, when we're through, apologize to Spud, which is what I need him to say, but currently he doesn't have the justification to say it, so he's just saying it because I need him as a character to say it, and it's hard to admit that, but it's true, so we need to fix that, basically. And we have 10 minutes, okay, or we've used the 10 minutes so far of the, we're gonna say 24 minutes for this page that we've already used half of, so we can kind of cook here, like seriously. So yeah, let's see ways basically we can have this happen. And I thought I did a brainstorm session kind of where I like wrote a bunch of ideas, but well, we'll just wing it. One winged probably. So he looks over and sees the horse. Okay, but Dad, it's not fair to just write people off like that. Don't you realize people change? Henry Fleetfoot, people like him don't change. He looks over and sees the horses. Now, I don't. Okay, we're just gonna save this, and then we're just gonna go for it. Okay. He looks over and sees the. Actually, wait. Hold the mayo. I forgot about this. I can add a scene version. So much. It takes the stress right out. It's just like, oh, add current, and I can just go back whenever I want. Bro. Okay, you guys can't. Well, actually, I'll full screen it. Why does it look like that? Whatever. Okay, there is multiple scene versions I have, like going back. That's hilarious. So this scene has been like in the works for a while, I guess. So yeah, that's fun. Anywho, wait, where did I just go? There we go. Okay. So we're just gonna, now that we have it saved, I can always go back now. Isn't that nice, So he looks over and sees the horses. Now, instead of, do we want to attack the horses, or I'm trying to think, like, what can we do to make, I need Betty to, okay, so let's just write the things I need. I need Betty to challenge her father to make her go and apologize to Spud. Going to apologize to Spud. Okay, that's a high order, as they say. That's gonna be hard, but I need to figure out a way to do that, or something like that. So Betty basically presents Betty can present the that as a solution. That as a solution. Because if she presents that as a solution, and basically I want her to frame it like super carefully. Of course, she's not like thinking, how can I manipulate my father? But like basically that's what is happening, because she has to say it in a way that makes him, the only logical answer is go apologize to him, and I don't know how to do that right now. But he can present it as the solution, and because of that, Henry agrees. Oops, I agrees. Ugh, guys, seriously, this is one of the reasons. Honestly, I've not done too many live streams when I'm writing, and also because it's hard. But yeah. Anyways, Henry agrees. Is that how he's? No, I got myself confused. You ever look at a word too many times and you're like, bro, what is that? Okay, that is right. Whatever. Henry agrees. Yeah. And then because of that, now Betty goes and talks with Spud. Okay. So, how can Betty basically frame this as a solution to the problem? Passes out. Okay. So first thing, we don't want to bold. That's a great start. Okay, and then we need Betty to talk. So actually, we're just gonna make a new line because I don't really want to use any of this. Well, what does Betty want here? Betty kind of low-key wants to go, and she's scared of Spud, but she's also curious. It's like two things, and they're like opposites, so it's like keeping her in a weird limbo, maybe. So I maybe use that. Oh, wait. Hot dog. Sorry, I have an idea. Please hold. Don't believe me, do you? Alright, so I like this. And I don't like that. Control-Shift-V. There we go. People like him don't change. Okay, well... I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna have this in italics right here, so I might come back to this later. Pretend like it doesn't exist though right now. Okay. Okay. Wait. Sorry. This and this. These are just notes. So I need a Control B. Okay. So now this is the script. This goes from this to mind races, and then we're going to have Betty Fleetfoot. Okay. So what does Betty Fleetfoot need to say? Well, let's think of all the things that have happened so far and what Bill. If we could set something up for the rest of the movie, confirm something we've already set up a little bit, it would be like, perfect. So what are some of the things we've set up so far? All right, Josh, we got to move here. Come on. We've set up music, the theme. We've set up Commodores and the Dashers, which are basically the same thing, but whatever. And Mr. Commodore is the pastor. We've set up the Fleetfoots, which would be, yeah, the Fleetfoots. What is their kind of, well, the parents and Paul. They're currently they're just getting by basically. Lauren Fleet's overwhelmed. Henry's kind of slightly disgruntled maybe, and Betty, she's looking for something bigger. Okay. With all that context, how can we incorporate this in one line? So let's just throw things at the wall. People like him don't change. People like you don't change. Dude, that's brutal. People, I don't think I'm gonna do that actually, but whatever. People, do you change? No. People like you don't. Oh my. Sorry. People like you don't change. She mentioned Mr. Well, I'm just gonna throw it. Mr. Commodore. Who was just talking? Wait, it would be Pastor. She'd call him Pastor. Pastor. Blah, blah, was just. She's just talking. She doesn't have a twang. I don't feel like, sorry, because my sister's playing her. She doesn't have a twang. It would be weird to just give her suddenly a twang. Anyway, sorry. Pastor Common was just talking about forgiveness. I guess, yeah. Forgiveness. Didn't get it, guys. -1 points for Joshua. All right, forgiveness. See, it's such a simple word. Wait, there's an I in there. Never mind. Forgiveness. Okay, mental note. Locked and loaded, right? Okay, it was just talking about forgiveness. Why? Okay, we're going too far, but why can't Why can't you get over it? No, why can't you forgive? Why can't you forgive him? Okay, so it's like a one step in the right direction, but then you take 2 steps backwards at the same time, so we're in like the same place. Kind of an awkward situation. I like that, maybe, potentially. And yes, Henry definitely would debate himself internally. How can we now, what else can Betty say then to, and we're gonna change this, this is just temp, for now, until it becomes permanent. But then we need that like one line for Betty to be like, okay, well, work backwards. Let's try that. We should try that. So when we're through at the shop, you know what? Fine. So he's very frank. Let's just think about, okay, I have like all this stuff. Actually, that's really fun. So productive, family oriented, a man of many thoughts, but few words. He's a mechanic, relates with softened, frank honesty, thinks identity static, has little faith, only person who could beat Spud. Nice. Henry is a realist, not an idealist. All right, just reading the whiteboard, guys. Sorry. That didn't help, actually. Okay, so I actually had an idea before that, and I totally forgot now. Let's see. Why can't you forgive him? Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Hello. Okay, there we go. Fine. No, he said fine before. I don't like that, but fine. Why don't you go and let's see if I get it right. Did I already write it? Give myself a brain warming. No, okay. Apologize. That's so bad. I think there's an O. Apologize. Guys, did I get it right? Let's go. Comma W. Okay. Fine. Why don't you go ahead and apologize to Spud? Oh, it fixed it. That's nice. I feel like my keyboard is like lagging or something, or maybe just my fingers are. Probably a bit of both. Because all the time I'll be typing like really fast, and I'll be like basically I'll have 2 capital letters in the sentence, and I'm like, so dumb, so annoying. But hey, whatever. Need to slow down sometimes, right? All right. So, pained. Fine. Why don't you apologize to Spud? If you're so put together, like this, he's not thinking necessarily, because he's not like, yeah, he's not thinking necessarily, but it is important also. Maybe you need to see it. Okay, well, maybe that's a replacement for that line, and maybe something like, this is just throwing ideas at the wall again. Maybe, let's see, maybe you see who I've been trying to protect you from. Okay, it's fine. It's better. I feel like it's a little bit better, maybe potentially. So now we just have to like clean it up. It's like it's like a disaster right now, but like if we just left it right now, and we have 3 minutes. Yikes. Okay. Gotta move it, Joshua. It's kind of sketchy. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. Time, guys. So fast. Okay. But Dad, it isn't fair to just write people off like that. Don't you realize people change? People don't change. We need that one line from Betty. Okay, come on, Joshua. Laser focus. Okay, I need Betty to challenge her father. How do we do that? No, people like you don't change. And why did I put a question mark? No, people like you don't change. Pastor was just talking about forgiveness. Why can't you forgive him? Okay. That should be a hotkey, but it's not. Whatever. Betty can present that. Okay, we can. Betty needs to challenge. Come on, Joshua. Why is I didn't think this would be so hard. Okay. Betty needs to challenge your father. Okay, but solution agrees. Okay. I don't think that's. I feel like that's not how you spell agrees. Whatever. But Dad, it's not fair. You can't just write people off like that. Don't you realize people can change? People like him don't change. Okay, and we're gonna have him say something else, I think, because that just would make sense. And that is not proper formatting, boys. No, not cool. Oops. You dumb, come on. Alright, Betty Eyes and Poker Face and your Fleetfoot. You don't believe me, do you? I love you so much, but I can't protect you. That's... Alright. The I love you part can wait, sorry. Felt like it was important, but now it doesn't seem like a necessary addition to the collection. So we'll see. Alright, people like him don't change, Betty Eyes and Poker Faced. You don't believe me, do you? Betty Fleetfoot. No, people like you don't change. Pastor Commodore was just talking about forgiveness. Why can't you forgive him? Now, taking a different turn. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. And we have 30 seconds left for this page, so we need to move it. Okay. Henry debates himself internally. Betty remains unmoved. Okay, we need to figure out this line. What do you want me to... I've already forgiven him. Oh man. Okay, Joshua. We're about to have to do overtime, guys. Sorry. I can't just leave it like this, okay? Come on. Betty Fleetfoot remains... There's one line. It's one singular line. Okay. So, why can't you forgive him? He has to answer. Oh, man. Dude. Okay, yeah. Pass me for mess. How do I do this? Okay, Henry debates himself internally. Betty remains unmoved. Good. All right. Wait. What if we don't need this? What if I'm overthinking this like times 1,000, dude? Literally, it's what if we just it was done, right? Let's try it. People like him don't change. Betty Eyes and Poker Face. Henry Fleetfoot. You don't believe me, do you? Betty Fleetfoot. No. People like you don't change. No, people like, okay, no, people like you don't change. Pastor Commodore was just talking about forgiveness. Why can't you forgive him? That was bad, but, Henry debates himself internally. Betty remains unmoved. Fine, why don't you apologize to this button if you're so put together? It feels a little desperate, and I feel like that's where he is. I think it's good. Chat, what do you think? I don't know. I know it's my script, so I decide, but, I'm curious. I'm always down for feedback. Fine. Why don't you go and apologize to But if you're so put together, I don't know. Maybe you need to see who I've been trying to protect you from. Okay. I think we're done with this page. That's actually insane. Let's go. Very thankful for that. Okay. So lap that timer there, boys. Boop. And this is how much time we still have overall on the clock. Let's keep cooking. All right, so page 5 is complete. Actually, let me just quickly scan through my notes on what I read through the script a few days ago and wrote notes. And this scene is not working. I'm self-condemning myself apparently. Let's see. Now I'm curious what I wrote on here. Yeah, so I just have like a bunch of random notes. All right, so the scene is not working. Put that with an asterisk next to it because it's like important. But he's weak, and Henry's arguments about Spud are weaker. Wow, dude, it's so brutal. Dangerous horse? No, that doesn't make sense. Conversation about yep, I fixed that. Be clear and specific. Yeah, that's important. Henry's choice to make Betty apologize is illogical. Dude was absolutely roasting himself. That's okay. Yeah, I guess when I read this, I had detached myself somehow mentally from the script, which is actually really cool. But yeah, we're done with it. Okay, next page number 6. This scene is a new... Okay, actually, guys. So, for you who have seen the August animation, if you've not, I actually will say stop watching the stream and go watch it. It was like... We actually have like a little snippet of animation done. It's just a snippet of this scene, though. So, yeah, this is Henry's auto repair day. Like, that's kind of cool. We're actually rewriting this now, which is scary. But, dude, I was so brutal to myself. I wrote, might be a filler scene with a question mark. So... I have to admit it is slightly true. This is could be considered a filler if I didn't add a little bit of spice here. So we need to add some spice, basically, like spice it up to make it matter more. Like, how can we make this scene matter more to the rest of the movie? Like, how can we make this scene impossible to skip? Basically, that's kind of the idea, maybe, if that makes any sense at all. So boom, got this done. Let's just keep moving. Actually, let's kind of back up. So people don't change. Well, get that in our mind. Like, this is what the audience is seeing, you know. And like, you don't believe me? It's like Henry then says, fine, why don't you go and apologize to Spud if you're so put together? Maybe you need to see who I've been trying to protect you from. And then cut. Next. Actually, it's very nice, you know. New page. It's so nice. Anyways, Betty applies a sponge. I'm going to say aggressively because aggressively, and that's definitely not how you spell aggressively. Embarrassing, but whatever. Cough. Betty applies a sponge aggressively to a black blah 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 Mustang, and Paul Fleetfoot. Who's that talking to? I'm gonna say he's under his breath. That was just a colossal fail. Under his breath. Under his breath. Let me look here. We have. Okay, cool. Try to. Oh wait, no. To make sure we don't go over time, I'm gonna set this for 15 minutes. If we don't have this page almost done in 15 minutes, we're gonna have to rethink how we're doing it and kind of like, yeah. Just love the cough. Okay. Betty looks over the windshield at Paul, who is eyeing. Betty looks over the windshield to Paul, who is eyeing her. Betty Fleetfoot. Don't worry about it. So Betty's kind of burnt. She's like, ow, I've been emotionally damaged. I do not really care. Across the lot, Henry exchanges words with Wilson. You guys remember the August animation? Exchanges words with Wilson. A tall. I feel like I messed this up. Exchanges angry. I think that's pretty important. Or irritated words with Wilson. A tall. I already used the word irritated. Okay. Maybe he's frustrated or whatever. Angry. Exchanges angry words with Wilson, a tall, well-dressed dressed man who is clearly irritated. Good. Check. Let's move on. Wilson. Mr. Fleetfoot, you can't hide forever. Someday. Sorry, I don't know about saying. Well, yeah, he's trying to get on his good side almost. So he's like, Mr. Fleetfoot. He's kind of, I don't know, whatever. You can't hide forever. Someday, somewhere, someone will put two and two together. And he gets cut off by Henry Fleetfoot, who says, and that's kind of what that means. It's just being cut off. I don't know. Saw it somewhere in a script, and I was like, I'm doing that, boys. Henry Fleetfoot. I will make myself clear one last time. I will never touch a horse again. The Fleetfoot's racing days are over. It's getting some more grit in the voice. Yeah, we need to do that. Okay. Betty stops on inner track. So like she's listening to this conversation and hearing that, it's like, bruh, what? You know, because secretly she wants to have a horse and potentially even race. Like that could be the dream. Like, you know, if you could have anything in the world, that would be something that she'd definitely be interested in, basically. And for her right now, it's just completely out of reach. Like no way in the world that would possibly happen. And let's just switch this because it looks more interesting. I don't know. Oh, whatever. I'm frustrated. I lost my track. Betty stops in her tracks, no pun intended. Turns her head and watches as Henry turns his back to Wilson and walks into the depths of his shop. In frustration, I'm gonna think of this. Stops in her tracks, turns her head and watches as Henry turns his back to Wilson and walks into the depths of his shop. I think that makes sense, but something is like ringing in the back of my head, like, okay. In frustration, Wilson proceeds to throw his briefcase. I don't know if you guys remember that. He's like, yeet that briefcase. Okay, and he's like, what a blithering idiot. He kicks the briefcase. The camera pans up, revealing a large. Now, I got rid of the pan up, kind of. It's just kind of a pan over. It's just kind of funny. But whatever. I'm just gonna leave it in there. To a large billboard, blah blah blah, that reads, "Grand Race is back, unlike anything seen this fall." Now, this is the super important bit of like foreshadowing, kind of. Another bit of foreshadowing. See, more foreshadowing. So like this is important stuff, like to set the rest of the movie up, basically. Okay. We focus on Betty as she looks up at the sign. Now, I butchered this shot so bad. As people pointed out, I forgot to make the characters blink, and the last shot is literally a still frame, not gonna lie. For that August animation thing, is kind of looking embarrassing. I was like, yeah, that's bad, not gonna lie. So next time I'll do better, hopefully. And also her rig didn't have I don't think it had face controls. I can't remember. I didn't really touch her. She was not the focus of the animation, so whatever. We focus on Betty as she looks at the sign, looks back at Paul, who is completely eradicated from the little dust animation, who is fascinated by his handiwork, going the extra mile on the car. And he's like, Scrubba dubba dubba. Okay. In the background, Wilson yells after Henry, and he would say, and did I pay to have kids rub their grubby hands all over my automobile? I felt like automobile fit his better, but well, that'll be something that we probably figure out when we're recording the line. Sometimes certain people say certain words in certain ways that just make sense, so it could work. Maybe it would. I don't know if it works or not, so we're just gonna leave it. Maybe make a note for it. And we're doing good on time now, actually. That scene was pretty much done, except for we have one line we have to add. I can't remember how to add a note. Add note. Control Alt N. That's epic hockey. Control Alt N. Let's go. I'm just gonna put thoughts question mark again and click the X button. Okay, cool. All right, Betty sighs, continues working as Wilson crumples onto a bench. I got rid of this part in the test animation, fuming. Paul shakes his head. Now I feel like Paul has to kind of do an unintentional jab at Betty, kind of to keep pushing her forward to make her actually go through with this whole thing. Or well, the line we want to set up is, why can't I just do something that matters for a change? It's like, whoa, dude, you okay? You're like, bro, you good, bro? You know, I don't know. It might be a little on the nose, but then again, if you look at movies, sometimes it's like, dude, it's so obvious, like what the rest of the movie is going to be about if you actually think objectively about what's happening in the setup of the movie. So I do want it to be clear. I don't want it to be like this vague, like, oh, it's like maybe it's going to be about this, you know? I want it to tie it, you know, each scene directly into the rest of the movie, basically. And I have 4 alternate lines. So I just want to do something that, wait, what's the difference? Why can't I just do something that matters for a change? I just want to do something that matters for a change. You know, I just want to do something that matters for a change. I don't know. Do you ever want to do something different that matters? Okay, wow. Bro had like a lot of different versions. And, okay. Anyways, we're going to leave it like that for now. And I put add line here. So, boom. Common W, guys. This page is done. Page 6, complete. Let's go. So we made up for the time we spent on the previous scene. So we're going to lap that timer again. 16 minutes to read through one page without much edits. Not good on me, but okay, whatever. Page 6, and now we're on page 7, which is really cool. Wait. Okay, and I have notes for my second scene. Oh, it says we are moving forward in the plot. Good. That's good news. That's good news. That means I was happy with the next scene that we're going to work on. So hopefully not too many edits, but we'll see. Actually, let's see what we're trying to set up here. So, all right, she visits Spud. Right. Okay. No spoilers, right? So let's see. Think, Paul. Think. And that's from Paul Blart. My name is not Paul, it's Joshua. It's just like he says, like, think, Paul, think. And it's like a really funny line. I'm like, I just find myself saying it sometimes. And I'm like, oh no, are people going to think my real name is Paul and I'm accidentally like saying it? It's not. It's not. Anyway, what's this line I need? I mean, Paul shakes his head. All right, well, I feel like this is going to be under her breath and she's going to like say it to herself. And it's going to be opposing what he thinks. So, I don't know what that means though. And to be very honest, I don't know what that means. So let's see. Let's get some ideas out. So just start typing. The thing is no. Okay, that's a bad idea. Shakes his head. And so what he just heard is, why did I pay to have, did I pay to have kids rub their grubby hands all over? I feel like it's such a mouthful. Did I pay to have kids rub their grubby hands? Maybe it's over my automobile. There we go. Just cut some of the words, I guess. Always one. Maybe this is like a one-liner. Always. Bruh. Come on, Joshua. Type English. Always one. I mean, that works. I guess it works. Maybe this is not the right place for this line. Maybe I have to just cut my losses. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna add a scene revision. Scene versions, add current, close, and now I can just delete it and I can go back whenever I want. Isn't that charming? You know, it's so freeing. It's like, doot, oops. Delete, and always one. Oh, sorry. No, actually, never mind. I had an idea. Okay, always one. People don't appreciate. Always one. Always one. I hate how maybe no one, no. I always forget to do that. No one appreciates how I can not spell. My goodness. Appreciate, no, appreciate. Okay. Appreciate, bruh. Appreciates. No one appreciates. Let me think what it'd be saying. Appreciates small things. Nah, that's not working. Never mind. I digress. I was like, okay, potentially he could say something like, I hate no one, or like, no one appreciates, people who actually do work, or I don't know, like something like, something to say that, and like, maybe something about matters. I don't know, guys. I think this is overthinking, and I think we need to move on. To be very honest with myself. So we're just gonna move on. It could be good though. That's so hard. Okay. You know what? Let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend like 2 minutes. I set my timer for 2 minutes here. If in 2 minutes we're not done, I'm just gonna cut it. Deal? Handshake, virtual handshake. Let's go. Okay. Stretching intensely. Okay, let's do this. All right, always one. So basically something about, I don't know, blue collar. Probably not. He's like 10 at the oldest. Like he's not gonna be saying, oh, I hate how no one appreciates the blue collar workforce. He's like, bro, what's wrong with you, dude? Always one. Always one. It's something about racing. Always one. Like he's not opposed to racing necessarily. Like he'd support Betty, but he'd also. Yeah, I've not thought about. Do I have a thing on Paul here? Paul is a underused character so far. Like he's there. He's not been fleshed out enough, frankly. And yeah, I don't have like a big thing on Paul, which is rough, dude. I have like a whole Google Docs where I like completely went overkill on like different characters and underkill on other characters. So that's nice. But yeah, we'll see. See, always one. All right, I have 1 minute left. Bruh, massive fail, I think. Always one. I don't know, chat. Ideas? We can go all over the place here. Wilson. Maybe always one is not where we should be going though. Well, no, maybe we need to change what Betty actually needs to say. Always one. Or he sounds like a. Now that's something. I don't know if a kid would say that. He sounds like a winner. How charming. Charming. Or, yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut my losses. Always one. He's like always one. Yeah, that we're done. Okay, move on. Yeah. Oh, there goes the timer. Okay. Yep. So, alas, turns out Joshua can't conjure lines just out of thin air. That's okay. All part of the journey, right? Also, I love how this is one line away from being one page. I'm like, that'd be so nice, just like ease some of my OCD, right? No, we're gonna wait. I can't. No, rats. I lost track. Well, no, I'll do the math on how much time I've spent so far and figure out how much time I have left later. For now, we're just gonna keep the timer running. I think. Internal dilemma intensifies. Actually, we're gonna lap it. It's been 18 minutes. Okay. Right. And that means, okay, we're working on page 7 now, right? Whatever. All right. Move on. No. So, good news and bad news. I have nothing written on this page. That's the good news. The bad news is, yeah, I wrote good on the back. So that's good. It's a good time. We're going to read through this. Hopefully we don't have any colossal. Okay, we do have some things from the next page that I have written that we might need to change. So let's keep working through this. Okay. And because it's going to be confusing seeing that number, I'm just going to put this on there. Much more logical. I'm like, oh, how much time do you have left? You can't see my hand, but whatever. There. Okay. So where are we? So always one, interior, exterior, minivan. I mean, inside and or also outside at the same time. Like some shots, will be outside, sometimes will be inside, but whatever. Minivan, day. Later during the day. All right. So Betty parks on the side of the long Betty parks on the side of the long driveway. Sees a row of barns and a horse horse pasture. Okay, whatever. And a large horse pasture. Looks toward the house. Exits. Yeah, actually, that's just ignorant. Joshua, what are you doing? But exits the van, and then we cut to exterior Spud's house. And actually, this be continuous. It's kind of important to denote that actually. I think because it's one scene. All right. A man, stout and tall, and dressed in gray. Stout, tall. Wait, you have to do. A man. Maybe stout. I don't know. I just think about the grammar of that. It's killing me. A stout man. Let's see, tall and dressed in gray is seated in the shadow of the front porch watching her. This is Spud. A stout man, tall and dressed in gray, and is seated in the shadow of the front porch watching her. This is Spud, 49 years old. And from the shadow, he says, "What do you want?" I know where that voice came from. Okay. Betty looks toward the voice, waits a beat, doesn't see anything, walks apprehensively toward. Cut. Exterior, Spud's front porch, day. Let's see. Spud watches Betty with furrowed brows. Let's see. Betty looks toward the voice, waits a beat, doesn't see anything, walks toward. Alright, sorry. Spud watches Betty with furrowed brows, yet as she draws nearer, his face softens. He struggles to stand. Now, I do have, he kind of has a slight, maybe a limp. That's just something I, added in there. Spoiler alert. Yeah. I mean, this is in the first 7 minutes, so it's no worse than watching your average trailer, being honest, They spoil everything in trailers, honest, not gonna lie. Let's see. Spud watches Betty, I think I already said that. He drives, okay. And so Spud Dauber is like Eliza. So this is a whole backstory thing I'm not gonna get into right now. Maybe I'll make a video on it sometime. The backstory of Spud, but that has something to do with his past, and that's all I'm gonna say on it. Okay, so that's a mystery, right? Betty finally sees him stopping on the first step. So she steps up on the first. Well, actually, yeah, I need to explain that better. Betty sees him. Did I mention the steps yet? Even. Okay. Spud watches Betty with furrowed brows. Let's see. Yeah. She finally sees him and walks up the first step. Let's see, of the front. Well, yeah, I don't need to overdo it. Walks to the first step. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Betty Fleetfoot, are you Mr. Dauber? Now, I can't remember who, but someone was like, I was like getting feedback for the script, and they're like, well, I think it's like actually Serena, my sister. I can't remember, but they're like, would she call him uncle? Which, yes, it is her uncle, but it's just she's never really seen him, and he's never really seen her. There's no relationship there, so it would be kind of weird. I feel like for the first time, be like, hey, uncle. I feel like, but maybe not. I don't know. I really don't know, so I'm just gonna keep it at Mr. Dauber. So, and also, I don't want her to just divulge that, oh, I am your, what I think would be niece, right? So, and also, how am I doing on time? Snap. I keep forgetting to set my timer. but we're moving through the scene fast enough, so we're just gonna say 5 minutes. So hey, cool, whatever. So Spud's face clouds over. He lets himself fall back into his chair, refuses. Oh, right. So, yeah, his face clouds over. He lets himself fall back into his chair, refuses to even look at her. Leave. Ain't nothing here for you. Ain't nothing for you here. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure of the order I want to say this. Leave. Ain't nothing for you here. I say it different every single time. The first time was the natural way for me. The first, I don't know. Leave. Ain't nothing here. I keep changing it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've changed this like 5 times. Each time I do it different, whatever. For now, we're gonna change it like that. Okay, leave. Nothing here for you. She climbs up another step. I need to apologize to you. That's what Betty says. Okay, finally, Spud turns as if she was a purple elephant. Okay, I forgot I did that. It's funny. Finally, Spud turns to her. Now, you could have just said apprehensively, but no, I decided to put as if she was a purple elephant. I don't know. It's fine. Turns to her. No, instead of that, I'm just gonna. Purple elephant. What? I need to apologize to you, says Betty. Spud Dabber, I heard that. Betty steps a bit closer, like she keeps getting a little bit closer, basically, his idea. And 8, common W. Page 7, we apparently completed there. Let me just, yeah, we left nothing, like, no notes other than. Let's see, how can we set up? Okay, mental note on that. We need, if I could make this more meaningful to the audience by some more setup in the previous scenes, it would make it better, just saying. But, yeah, we're not gonna get into the weeds there with that yet, because we're trying to rewrite the full movie, not just one page, right? So, Betty says, I need to apologize to you. Spud Dabber repeats, I heard that. Betty steps a bit closer, looking around at the mess on the porch. She gathers herself and goes for it. I've been sneaking around the edge of one of your horse pastures, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been over there. So, okay, he's not shocked, he's just surprised. Surprised, Spud finds himself slowly nodding. And you can just say contemplate, not nodding. Contemplating how to respond. Okay, and the looks around is dumb, Joshua. Why did you do that? Seriously. So Spud Dabber responds, you came here just to tell me that. Now, this is where we need to figure out, wait, what did I actually snap? I can't remember what I did. Yeah, I assume we just did this on the stream. That's mortifying. Let's see. I'm gonna get some water. One moment. Muy bueno. Very good. Water is quality, my friend, indeed. Okay. So let's see. The scene would be, let's see. Yeah, I lost the scene here. Oh, there he is. So, fine. So this is what Henry says. Fine, why don't you go and apologize? But if you're so put together, maybe you see. Okay, so he does make her. Okay, good. We just want to make sure, because if it's not true, that'd be really awkward for her to lie just directly, like, I'm lying to you. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with you, bro? How are we doing on time? Okay, we're good. Okay, so where are we here? Let's see. Yeah, page 8. My dad made me. But I promise I won't do it again. Spud laughs bitterly. Suddenly things adding up. And who would your dad be? Now this is where I'm like, okay, if I was in Spud's shoes and some random kid came up to me and was like, I'm sorry, I've been messing around on the random outskirts of your land, would I ask, and who would your dad be? I'm like, do I even care at this point? Would I just like, who are you? Who? Okay, maybe he doesn't say her name. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Okay, actually, no, I wrote notes, so we have a bit of a advantage, home court advantage, right, my friend? Very good. All right, so, let's see. So Spud laughs bitterly. Oh, okay, interesting. So I did cut this on paper, right? Would Spud say something like that? Okay, so I've had doubts about this line before, which you can't just go off of like hunches. Oh, there goes the timer. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna set it for another 5 minutes, hopefully, and be done with this page. I think last time I set the timer, and guys, I'm so losing track. It's so bad. I think last time it was page 7. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so let's see. What did I decide to cut here? Spud laughs bitterly. Where is he? Okay. And who would your dad be? So now, actually, what I came up with. Yeah. Either way, I know there's a problem here, which is good. So I'm not gonna just like delete it necessarily, but I know I need to work on it, which is like a huge like W. You know, like it's good to know. Oh, I can work on said project or said thing, right? So let's go. Okay. And you are. So let me just think about this. But I promise I'm gonna do it again. I like the scene up to this point, basically. Now the scene kind of picks back up between, like right here. Like, what is it? You looking for trouble? So I like that part. So it's just fixing this in between section right here, relatively soon. So let's see if we can figure this out. Spud laughs bitterly, like it, and who? Well, you could ask why, which is this question. So never mind. See, well, let's just do what I have on paper. On paper, that's it. And such an easy edit, right? Okay. Spud laughs bitterly. Suddenly, things suddenly adding up. Spudabber, and you are Betty. And I don't know why I decided to. Oh wait, snap. Betty, you're a Fleetfoot. Let's see, you're a Fleet. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of a response he might do. It's like, and you are, and you are Betty Fleetfoot. Spud leans back in his chair, thinking, Betty, you're a Fleetfoot? I think that's kind of a bit of a surprise at the same time. So then you'd be my niece. What is it? You looking for trouble? And it would be like, and it's like an option, like, are you looking for trouble, or let's see, or what was that, or do you just like horses or something? And I'm gonna get rid of are you just sticking to your parents, because yeah, it's just a hunch right now. I just wait. I mean, did he sex things to his father? Probably, but because yeah, Spud has a rough upbringing, as they say. Betty isn't trying to stick it to her parents at all. So yeah, I just like, I don't know why that would, yeah. It doesn't make sense. Sorry, just like, is there something? Joe, you just like horses or something? I like horses. No, this is a lie. She does not like horses a little. She loves horses a lot. No, she likes horses. So I'm not sure how we handled this situation. But like, oh snap, I forgot. Let's read the full script, Josh, if we're gonna say so. Spud leans back in his chair, thinking, Betty, you're Betty. Oh wait, so it's kind of like he says it slowly. Betty, you're a Fleetfoot? So then you'd be my niece? He leans forward. Spudabber continued. What is it then? Are you looking for trouble? You just like horses or something? Betty looks away. The black knight. I'm gonna get rid of the date, because it's kind of stupid at this point. The black Ford Mustang from earlier pulls into the driveway. Like, if you read the script, you'll know what it is, you know, right? And Betty Fleetfoot responds, I mean, I like horses a little. Betty takes a step back. I really shouldn't go, though. She walks away. Actually, we can just say, well, whatever. She walks away. Wait. You know, that's what I told my dad when I was about your age. Okay, I forgot I added this, not gonna lie. Interesting, a little like, oh, there's something there, maybe. But he stops, turns around. Your dad owns horses. Mine doesn't. Now, Spud actually can totally retaliate here. He'd be like, well, that's not my fault. My dad would say different. That's not my fault. My dad would say different. Okay. And timer goes off. Bro, let's go. That's kind of cool. I'm going to make this in bold because I don't know if this is a horrible line. Like, it could have totally ended right there, or we could, add some more conflict to the scene, which isn't a bad thing. And I know I avoid conflict like the plague, frankly, but I don't know if this is where I want to go basically with the conflict. And because the next scene, low-key spoiler alert, not too much, Spud ends up showing up at the birthday party that they were setting up earlier. So common W's that if it just occurred, let's just kind of do a recap. We're gonna pause the timer for now. Pause this timer so we can just like let's do some Q&A. No, I'm just joking, kind of. Well, actually, yeah. If you have questions, now is a great time. No, like whenever. Seriously, I try to keep up with the chat and stuff. But so let's see. What did we actually get done here so far? We got this page 7 complete, so we're gonna put this in the pile yonder. Common W, seriously. Kaboom. All right, nice. Page 8 also is complete. Nothing in the back, which is a good sign, I guess. We did the edits that I wrote down. So that's a huge W. I can't believe we actually got that done. So we have 8 pages complete. We're on page 9. So let's just do the math quickly. I'm gonna snag my calculator, I guess, if I can find it. Okay, update. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Like, can't find the calculator. Oops. All right, so man, 48 hours, multiplied that by 60. That's how many minutes. You have 2,880 minutes in this potential challenge it's not potential, I'm actually doing it right now. We have, if it's, so try to remember that number, Joshua. Actually, there's a way to store numbers in here. I forgot to do that. It's been a while. Okay, not gonna lie. So 2,880, right? And so we have 8 pages, and each page should take 24 minutes at the most. So that means we have 198. So we're gonna subtract 198. All right, let's see if I can remember that. 100. Actually, let's write this down. 198. Sorry, 192. Okay, and then we're gonna go and subtract that from 192 and do. Okay, so we should have 2,888 minutes left. That, yeah, might as well be in Chinese. Okay, my brain doesn't comprehend minutes apparently when you get past like 300. Okay, like I'm just like, yeah, that's time. Cool. I don't understand what that means. All right, so that's always the problem, right? Let's see. I had a Chrome. Now I got myself curious. How much time do we actually have left, right? And are we on track? So, let's see. 100 and what's that? It was 192 minutes to. All right, so yeah, we have spent 3.2 hours so far, which means we have oof. Wait, let me think. No, we're good. We're good. We're on track. Looking at like the clock, like it's not like a ridiculously off track. So that's good. This is a good thing. I think this is good. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Awesome, mate. So let's see. Yeah, we have 18, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah, the next phase is to literally just continue. I'm not gonna lie, just keep on going. So got to the second stack of papers. Oh, great. I have a bunch of things here. So prepare myself for the next phase of the challenge. And 3, 2, 1, resume. All right, and we have to like press play here also. Okay, cool. So with that all cooking over there, let's read the notes I have for page 9. That's funny. I think I cut that line. Sorry, one moment. On page 9. Oh wait, things shifted around. Huh, interesting. How far did they shift? That means I made a scene more efficient, I guess, or cut a dozen lines. Anywho, All right, that's good. So I cut the line where it's like, hey, you just sticking to your parents basically, which is good. I had the same thought twice, but it's just, you know, confirmation, I guess. See, but it looks, I like that much more. Okay, it's I just like horses. Now, yeah, okay. So I just earlier I was talking about like I don't know if this line's right, so I figured out an alternate line here on page 9, which is now page 8. So, you know, how depending on how many words you have in each scene, it shifts around. So I locked the page numbers actually because I'm like completely open to whatever with this. Now, once again, I added these lines. Not sure if we're gonna keep it, so let's keep moving. Okay, I have a quick edit apparently for this future scene. Just her family and close friends appear from nowhere. Okay, now we have all the edits on this page complete, which is really awesome. Let's read the back side though. And I'm also gonna sit down here. I've been standing the whole time. Let's see. Intense camera movement down. So cool. Whoa, wow, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see. Betty could challenge her dad to make her apologize. I literally already did that. That's awesome. I need to make Betty more active, was my first note. Henry has no internal conflict. Wait, sorry, Henry has internal conflict. Oh, I was just writing pros and cons of this. Okay. Betty... No, that's not true. Betty is instigator. What? Alright, Alright, yeah, these notes are out of date by now. Alright, so, whatever, that's fine. Let's continue, then we just kind of have to read this. Okay. And am I in frame still? Yes. Okay, awesome. So, let's see. Frazzled, Betty walks in through the side door, makes her way across the kitchen, and runs up the interior farmhouse staircase continuous. Laura Fleetfoot off screen. She's outside, actually. And she's like, hey, Betty, can you come out for a minute? Betty, probably should write that. Betty stops at the top, exhales, it would be inhales deeply and exhales. Now I feel like there's a better way to describe that. Sighs. That's the sigh. Whatever. Okay, inhales and exhales. Yes, ma'am. Betty walks down the stairs, stops at the bottom step. Something is off, and I'm gonna italicize this because it's my favorite. Sorry. We focus on Betty's face. This is like some scene direction kind of a bit. Wait for the camera. She walks to the back door, looking around as she does so. So like she's walking to the back door, looking kind of around as she does something, or as she's doing it. She swings open the back door. There's nothing. Beat, which is like a little second basically. Exterior farmhouse back porch continuous. Her family and close friends appear from nowhere, just like out of the framework, just like yay, which is gonna be funny inside of Blender. Like I'm gonna have to like strategically place things, and they're just gonna be like shrunken, you know, like it physically would not be possible, but like they're just gonna like pop out of nowhere. And they're like, happy birthday, Betty, and she gasps. I just realized that's a weird word to say, like gasps. Anyways, she gasps. Now, great. Now I'm overthinking the word gasps. That's so stupid. Okay, Betty gasps. Okay, looks around, unsure of how to respond. Forces the laugh. She's like, and she's like, thank you guys. And then moments later, in the backyard. Let's just read this, Joshua. Exterior farmhouse backyard. Moments later. By the way, we just got through a page. Common W. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Pop was over there. This is all one continuous scene, so it flows so well. I feel like really thankful for that. Around the bend, a party is waiting. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. Maybe we can make a note about that. Use that phrase. I'm like, is that English even? Is a party waiting? Can a party even be waiting for something? I feel like it could be, but maybe not. Like, bruh, question mark. Okay, whatever. Okay, beaming, Paul, that's her younger brother, leads her through the crowd of family and friends as actually I'm going to have to. So this lady actually got a name later on in the script, and she does one important line, which is actually really funny. So her name is Old Miss Shirley. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I just realized older characters are really fun to write. I don't know why. Also, I don't know why I did that. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Actually, I don't do that. Control C, because I actually need to transfer this ownership. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of rearranging here, and I'm still good. I'm like, okay, we're set this to 10 minutes. By the when the 10 minutes is over, I need to be done with page 10. Basically, is what I'm gonna say. Okay. Around the bend, a party is waiting. Beaming, Paul leads her through the crowd of family and friends as. And snap. I kind of liked what I had, whatever it was, but I can't remember what it was now. So, let's see, Control Shift V, as Old Miss Shirley. And I'm just going to introduce our character here. Okay. Kanan. Oh, sorry. This is fun. It's fun. And I'm just going to use that as her descriptor. I'm not gonna worry about that later. Fixing that. Just great idea. Just great. Let's see. As Old Miss Shirley. Don't know where the name came from, like Anne Shirley, I guess, but whatever. She's not a super duper important character. She's just a side character. That's fun. So have fun, right? So let's see. Around the bend, the party is waiting. Beaming, Paul leads her through the crowd of family. And friends as Old Miss Shirley, cane in hand. Actually, grabs her. He's like, "Happy birthday!" She laughs hysterically. Okay, I used the word grabs twice. I don't know why. I just am like, I need to change it. Whatever. Takes both of Betty's hands and looks into her eyes. It's like, "Ha, thank you." An exceptionally short man interjects. I don't know. I feel like I need to have a really short person. With Napoleon syndrome, isn't that a thing? Short man syndrome. I don't know. Whatever. No offense to people who are short. Okay, but it's just it's gonna be funny to like have a character like that. So, he's like, "Congratulations, when I," and it was like, "Was your age, blah, blah, blah," some long, drawn out 30-minute story that no one really wants to hear, but he's like really passionate about for some reason. And he gets cut off when Mr. Commodore breaks through and leans in as they slowly walk forward to her parents by the dessert table. So yeah, this is a fun, like multiple things are happening all at once sort of scene. End of the setup, where the page 10, right? Setting up the final characters, for the whole set piece of the movie. It's super fun. Very exciting indeed. All right. Mr. Commodore, Betty, I want to apologize most. Oh, that's Mr. Bennett. Or sorry, Mr. Darcy, not gonna lie. It's like, Betty, he would say, I need to apologize most ardently. Wait, is that even English? I need to. Yeah, I just realized a few weeks ago, like, I write strangely, just frankly. I put, like, I don't know what part of the sentence this is. The describer, I guess. The descriptive part of the sentence, like, after sometimes the action. And I don't think that's normal. But, okay, I need to. And it would be most ardently apologize. That makes more sense. But my brain doesn't work like that. I don't know. Anyway, Betty, I need to most ardently apologize. I was too hard on you. And Betty's like, no, I needed it. This is referring to the first scene. So it's, I don't know, some payoff. We're making it 10 minutes into the film. Let's go. We focus on Henry. He's at the edge of the crowd, secretly proud of his daughter. I'm not going to even say secretly. Yeah, he's proud of his daughter. A satisfied smile crosses his face. So it's kind of almost a resolution to the conflict in one sense. And it's like, this is how things are supposed to be. And it's like some payoff almost. It's like, and wow, I don't know what's going on in the room. Okay. A satisfied smile crosses his face. Exterior, farmhouse, backyard. Moments later, laughing, Lauren hugs Betty. Lauren Fleetfoot. Happy birthday. Don't say it like that, but like, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know, whatever. Dad had you on an errand? We focus on Henry once again. He looks away from his wife, bites his lip. Happens to see Spud, clearly out of place, emerge from around the corner. Now this is where things turn. This is it's like, what? Setting up that inciting incident, definitely. Betty off screen because we're focused on Spud and Henry. It's like this. The silence is deafening, basically, in the shot. Like, you can hear like the crowd is like, and it's just like, and they see each other and just like, oops, this is bad. No. So we hear Betty laughing in the background off screen. We could talk about that later, which is, the whole visit with Spud, which is like, how ironic. Spud just comes in right at the right moment, The old lady, which is Miss, please, old Miss, is not in the system. Okay. That'd be a funny name. Ardently. Actually, that sounds like, I swear there's person out there named Ardently. Actually, kind of be, I don't want to say it'd be a cool name, but like, it actually low-key could be a cool name. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to name a character Ardently, but I just had the idea, and I was like, okay, great. Old Miss Shirley. So painfully loud. Why, Spud, is that you? A look of hesitant. Like, so before she says this, Henry logically and would and did actually go up to Spud and be like, leave right now. You are not welcome here. And I don't know where he became Batman, but because of this, he is forced to address it publicly. It's like everyone heard old Miss Shirley painfully loud saying, "What, Spud, is that you?" And a look of hesitant recognition flutters over Spud's worn face. Over detail, Josh, but seriously, Spud's worn face, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, leave it. Everyone goes quiet because it would only decrease the sentence by one word. I'm like, whatever. Everyone goes quiet. Henry makes his way through the crowd to confront Spud. So it's this kind of silence as Henry, moves the crowd. Everyone goes quiet. Yeah, okay. Henry makes his way through the crowd, confronting him. Defensively stands between the. Hey, can you get them? Thanks. Okay. Let's see. Henry makes his way through the crowd to confront him. Defensively stands between the gathering of family and friends and Spud. Okay. Spud Dauber says, I'm sorry. He points to the Happy Birthday Betty banner. I didn't know. Henry debates what to do. The older lady okay, and it's... Oh, wait, snap. Did I do her introduction yet? Well, whatever. We'll figure that out. And I need to stop capitalizing it because it doesn't make any sense. But, old Miss Shirley, basically. No, wait, you capitalize old. Well, you just be like, Miss Let me spell this the right way. Miss Shirley walks to Henry's side. This is the fun part. She basically forces him, she puts him in a situation where to say no is like social death because it's all his friends and all his family, so he can't just be like, no, you can't come into the party, so he's forced to have, it's actually the ultimate situation, it's the worst possible thing for Henry, best possible thing for me because it lets the movie happen, without this line actually, if this was real life, the movie actually made it, literally it might go to a different direction, not even happen, so it's kind of cool. Not to be a geek necessarily. Geeking intensifies. Okay, let's see. We focus on Henry. Let's see. I need to find where I introduced old Miss Shirley. So around the bend, a party's waiting. Beaming, Paul leads. Oh, that's her as in Betty. Actually, we're gonna specify that. Leads Betty through the crowd. Hello. Now I have no idea how to say your username necessarily, but I'm gonna try my best because there's only 2 people watching right now. I'm normally very bad with names, but see, Holler Productions. Welcome to the stream. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Actually, it's not in advance. I need to apologize in advance next time. Anywho, I'm so bad with names. It's so bad. Okay. Working on the script. Let's see. Beaming, Paul leads Betty through the crowd. All right, good. Okay. We don't need to specify that, I guess. Crowd as old Miss Shirley, cane in hand, grabs her, and that would be grabs. Okay, Betty. Hey, yeah, you're from yesterday. I remember you. Thankfully, my memory isn't that bad. I do normally remember small details like that. I'm like, I remember that. Sometimes it's bad though. In memory, it's like, bro, what have I done? Anyways, let's see. Old Miss Shirley, happy birthday. She laughs hysterically. All right, good. Happy with that. Let's see. So painfully loud. Why, Spud, is that you? A look of hesitant recognition flitters over Spud's worn face. Everyone goes quiet. Actually, I'm gonna make this all caps because I just feel like that's such an important, like piece to put in. All right, so Henry. Oh, good news. No, we're done with that page. Yes, let's go. We just finished. All right, so we're going to do another 10 minutes on the timer. We're going to lap a stopwatch because at this point, this stopwatch is absolutely useless. I don't know why I did plus 7 minutes instead of minus. Bruh, okay, I don't comprehend this. Whatever, bro. Okay, whatever. Let's just keep working. All right, so let's see. Look of hesitant. Everyone goes quiet. Henry makes his way through the crowd to confront him. Defensively stands between the gathering of family and friends and Spud. It's kind of like, imagine, okay, time for a word picture, right? I don't know if you guys have seen Lord of the Rings, but there's that scene, probably, it's the last movie, I can't remember the name of Return of the King. Bro, I can't believe I forgot the name of that. It's like the last battle, and Aragorn, he stands between Mordor and the whole army, right? And his whole army is like, kind of epic. That's Henry, and that's what he feels like right now. He's like, one last battle. And then Spud just goes, I'm sorry, which is like, Uno reverse, bro. I'm sorry, actually. Take that. And he's like, I didn't know. He's just legit. He did not know it was her birthday. Okay, he doesn't know them. Okay, he's their uncle, but only by blood. Like, seriously, that's it. Okay, so let's see. He points to a happy birthday banner. I didn't know. Henry debates what to do. I don't know why I said the. Miss Shirley walks to Henry's side. And it would be as Miss Shirley walked. And then old Miss Shirley just, you've only read The Hobbit. Hey, you know what? I've actually, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are one of the few books I've actually read, and I absolutely devoured those books. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, it actually was lots of fun. It was a while. I need to do it again sometime. But like, yeah, those are good. Yeah, I recommend Lord of the Rings. Watching Lord of the Rings. If you read The Hobbit and you like it, I don't know if. Some people have a hard time watching the Hobbit movies because they changed too much. I'm not gonna lie. Like So a fun fact is, first problem with the Hobbit. Let's not go in right here, but just quickly, we can indulge ourselves. They filmed in 48 frames a second instead of 24, which all movies should be filmed in 24 frames a second, is what I firmly believe. So it looks like a game kind of. It's just like, what is wrong with the characters, and the CG is like so weird. The second problem is it was supposed to be 2 movies, and then they decided, hey, so we made a lot of money with that first movie. We're gonna split that second movie into 2 movies, and you can tell like it's just a little. It isn't right. Yeah, you just shouldn't have done that. It was a mistake. I feel like. I mean, is it more fun battles? Yes. So objectively, if you take away from the fact that this is The Hobbit. Yeah, it's lots of fun. It's a great movie. Like, it's it's interesting. There's like Thorin. But if you think, oh, I want to see The Hobbit as J.R.R. Tolkien wanted, it's rough, bro. It's like the Pale Orc, has a huge story arc, and he doesn't even exist in the movie, in the book, whatever. Anyways, let's not over geek right here. Let's see. Where are we? Right. Let's see. So Spud is like, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. All right, so Miss Shirley walks up to Henry's side and is like, Henry, it wouldn't be Christian to turn him away, would it? It just is like, he has no choice now. He's forced. The tension continues to build as Henry feels the whole family watching. I don't know. Oh wait, I think a beat there is actually important because it's just like I want to emphasize. If I forget to hold that frame, dude, it's like the movie's lost its mojo, you know. So you can just hold that frame, just like cut, and we cut to a much darker scene later in the evening. Spud sits alone, and also we're on page 11 right now. We have 5 more minutes. Okay, good. Spud sits alone, deep in thought, at the end of a picnic table. I actually literally have the shot in my head. Like, this is kind of a visceral image for some reason in my head. Across the yard, cake is being served. Henry reluctantly, he's trying to make it like extend an olive branch, basically. Henry reluctantly places a plate of cake in front of him. Spud looks up from his thoughts. He's kind of like just looking down. Like I don't know why he shouldn't even be there at this point, but he is, just because he's kind of. Well, you guys just saw what happened. Like, he's kind of, everyone's in an awkward position. She's like literally controlling the whole party at this point, but yeah, whatever. So Henry puts the cake in front of him, but Spud looks up from his thoughts, sees the cake, and he turns. He's like, I'm good, thank you. And Henry, and this is because I don't know what I find. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. He's going through. He has health problems. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe I'll go into it more when the movie's done or something. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna play into the actual. No, actually, I already talked about this in the live stream. Yeah, whatever though. We're gonna move past that. So basically, he shouldn't be having the cake either way. But Henry is disgusted, shakes his head, and snags the plate. Irritated, he sits directly across from him and takes a bite. So it's kind of like the idea of angrily consuming food, which is comical, especially when you, like, not in real life, but like on film, it's really fun. It's like, he's like angrily eating cake, kind of ironic, I feel like. And Henry's like, why are you here? That was a horrible acting of it, but like, he's like, why are you here, honestly? Okay, so then Spud responds, I thought things might have changed, and I thought things might have changed, that I might be able to make up to the family. And just make a casual note here, and that's Control Alt N. Yes, let's go. Okay, so I'm just gonna write bro, what? Because it feels like an absolute like mouthful. It's like, I thought things might have changed, that I might make up to the family. That doesn't make sense at all, dude. Like, get help. Okay, so we have like 4 minutes left on the timer, so we're just gonna see if we can cook that up, because after that we're done with this page, which is awesome. But well, first let's finish reading. Okay. Henry puts the plate down, shaking his head. And how would you do that? Okay, yeah, he says, and how would you do that? Betty walks by, and Spud's like, I don't even know it was her birthday, but she wants to be around a horse. Okay, I don't know why I can't read right now. Suddenly I've been hit with a plague of illiteracy for some reason. Okay, Spud Hour. I didn't even know it was her birthday, but she wants to be around horses. Why does Spud talk with so much like extra words? I feel like she wants to be around horses. What if she came over to look at them sometime? We focus on Betty, who stops with a start, back toward Spud. Let's see, back towards Spud and Henry, eyes wide. Henry Fleetfoot, Spud, we can't afford riding lessons. She heard every word. Spud Dauber, no, I don't want your money. It would be on me. But he turns around. He turns around, bro's typing in like literally a foreign language. Okay, Betty turns around as Henry thinks of excuses. Henry Fleetfoot, she has her. Oh, sorry. He's like, she has her job at the coffee shop. Lauren has her doing guitar lessons, and then Betty interjects. She's like, this is my time. Like, finally, like, yes, I want this. He's like, you do that for me, Uncle Spud? You let me ride sometime? We focus on Henry's face. A wave of defeat floods. Okay, that was like doubling up. I don't know why I said that. Let's see. We focus on Henry's face as a wave of defeat floods. It would just be floods it. Let's see. We focus on Henry's face, which is washed over by a flood of defeat. As a wave of defeat floods it. whatever. Spud sighs, shrugs. Don't get your hopes up, but if your dad would let me, yes. Henry's like, don't spin it like that. Spudopera continues. If you're serious about things, you could even earn a horse. Now, I forgot to actually put this in there. I'm gonna make a note about that. I've had a lot of conflict in my head about does he make the offer for a horse right there or not? I'm just gonna like casually I'm not gonna write anything in the note. Just mental note. Think about it, Joshua. Think about it. So I'm gonna make a bold actually. Betty walks a bit closer, looking at her dad, trying to win him over. Racing runs in our blood, right? Pardon. Okay. Henry Fleetfoot continues, and this is a long... Okay. Oh, there you go. Almost done. And rats, the timer's going to go off in about 5 seconds, I think. How did I know? Okay. Heard it the first time. Okay, be quiet. We're going to set it for 5 more minutes and see what we can cook up with. Because this is a long scene, not going to lie. Betty... Okay, sorry. Betty, family history does not define who you are, Spudopera. Exactly, it doesn't. Isn't she at the age where she can start making her own decisions? Henry Fleetfoot. She is, and I hope I have taught her well enough to know exactly how to respond to something like this with a polite no. Oh, I forgot to put that. Oh my, bro, that's cold. That's good, actually. Yeah, does that accident really mean I could never touch a horse? I never said that. I know it's a lot. Okay, so I know it's a lot, but invitation's there. If any of you want to come over and look at the horses, you are welcome. Just think about it. All right, so that's the scene. Write it. Despite my great challenges of reading for some reason today, always, we're gonna now cook. As they say, let him cook. So, oops, and Bird just like absolutely almost destroyed his microphone. Okay, let's see. What's the best place to start? Well, from the beginning, Joshua. Oh, really? Crazy idea. Okay, so, can we finish this? Okay, blah, blah, blah. I thought, okay, so yeah, let's cook this lineup. I thought things might have changed. So what do I want to communicate? This is what I want to communicate. Now, how do I say it in a better way? I thought things might have changed. Things might have. I thought you might have changed. Ooh, bro, that's cold. I thought you might have changed. Changed, or that I thought you might have changed, or I thought you might have changed, or that's so cold. I don't know if I want Spud to be making jabs at him. Let's see. I thought. Well, I'm just gonna revert back to things because I thought you might have changed. Like, ooh, bro, you trying to insult me? But like, I thought things might have changed just a little bit softer. You can soften that below a little bit, or that. Okay, and then this is the problematic part. I'd be able to make up to the family. Let him cook. Yes. Let us cook. And if you guys have ideas somehow, just like sometimes lines just come to me. I'm like, oh, I must give this to a person. But yeah, just let me know. But anyway, let's see. I'd be able to make up. So what does he want? What is he trying to communicate? He's like, I want to see if I can make things right. Bypass the brain. Okay. I want to see if I can make things right. I want to make things right. I thought things might have changed, or things might have changed. Thought things might have changed, and maybe not. I want, but and that I could, and that I can make things right, dude. Sometimes it's so simple. Wow. It's so good. It's so great when you just stop overthinking and just say it and just like, oh wait, oh there it is, huh? Right, in my mouth the whole time. Cool. I thought things might have changed and that I could make things right. What did I have before? I'm actually low key like super duper curious. Because it was bad. I feel like, but maybe it was just my head. Let's see. What was it? Okay, I thought things might have changed and that I'd be able to make up to the family. Versus, I thought things might have changed and that I could make things right. Dude, it's so much better. Let's go. Okay, sorry, enough geeking out. Let's see. Continue. And let's get rid of the note here. Maybe we actually, can you delete a note? I don't know how to delete notes. Oh, delete note. Huh, cool. Henry puts the plate down, shaking his head. And how would you do that? I don't know. I didn't even know it was her birthday. He's kind of like frustrated, like, I don't know, man, bro. Help. Send help, please. I didn't even know it was her birthday, but, and the capital S on there is very crazy. But she wants to be around horses. Now, the problem I feel like with this is she wants to be around horses. I feel like there has to be a better way to say that. So I didn't even know it was her birthday. I feel like that's okay. And it's like, maybe we can get rid of the butt, okay? And then birthday. And then let's see. She loves horses. The horses. Oh, wait. It's already fact that like Betty likes horses. We've already established that. We'd assume that Henry's not been an absolute moron and been blind to like the very obvious fact that his daughter kind of likes horses just a little bit. Like her room literally is decorated in horse things, and you know that he is not like approving of it necessarily, but it's obvious. So let's just go with that. See, I didn't even know it was her birthday, but let's see, actually, birthday, but what if she came over to look at it? To look around. To look around sometime. I didn't even know it was her birthday, but what if she came to look around sometime? I feel like that flows a lot better. Maybe just me right now, and I'm just being like a maniac. But hopefully this is not the timer going off. Okay, all right, timer. Yeah. Okay, thank you. What if she came over to look around sometime? We focus on okay. And so Henry assumes that we can't afford writing lessons, which is a bit of a stretch. Let's see, with the horses. Let's see, I'm not sure. Wait, for this line you talking about? Let's see, I didn't even know it was her birthday, but what if she came over to look around sometime? We focus on Betty, who stops with a start, back towards Spud and Henry with eyes wide. Spud, we can't afford writing lessons. No, I don't want your money. It would be on me. She's her job at the coffee shop. Lauren has her doing horse lessons, and you do that for me, Uncle Spud? You let me ride? No, it's better. Hey, let's go. Okay, appreciate the input, by the way. Makes this a lot more interesting. Let's see. Betty Flickfoot, you do that for me, Uncle Spud? Okay, I already did that. Sorry. We focus on Henry's face as a wave of defeat. Washes ashore on his face now. Now this needs to be restructured, and I don't want to do it, but I should. So, yeah, let's just quickly fix this because it's gonna drive me crazy later. We focus on Henry's face as, dude. A wave of defeat floods. Let's see. A wave of defeat floods Henry's face. There, that's much cleaner, and it's on one line now. Nice. Face, Spud size. Shrugs. Okay, that's much cleaner. I liked the, we focus on blah, 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 but it's not necessary because we already did it once. And hopefully I'm smart enough to actually think of how to block the scene out properly. And not, anyways, be creative then, not now. So let's see. Onwards, right? Page 12, crazy. That's actually awesome. No, snap, I've not even been looking at my notes here, which is actually a good sign. It means we're totally in the flow here. But, yeah, we're gonna do and pass quickly. Just add the notes that I have there. But let's see. Don't get your hopes up. But if your dad would let you, or let me, yes. It's like don't spin it like that. Actually, I just saw a note on this. Let's see. What did I write? No, this doesn't make. Or sorry, does this line make sense? Okay, so I've already debated apparently in my head about. No, don't spin it like that. Now. Let's see what I wrote about. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this line actually. Now I think about it. Oops. It's important. Spud jumps the gun basically on things like me. I'm always like, 1 to 1,000, like, All right, so don't get your hopes up, but if your dad would let me, yes. Henry's like, don't spin it like that. If you're serious, it is actually maybe potentially under his breath. He's just kind of like a muttering. Don't spin it like that. If you're serious about things, you could even earn a horse. You could even earn a horse. Okay. Betty walks a bit closer, looks at her dad, trying to win him over. Now, Betty's doing a lot of walking. I just realized that. I don't think that's necessary. We're just gonna kind of assume that I can figure that out later. Betty looks at her dad, trying to win him over. Racing runs in our blood, right? Betty, family history does not define who you are. And then Spud jumps in, which is kind of a fun, like boom, boom, boom. We have 3 different characters, all kind of not listening to each other. I don't know. And he's like, exactly, it doesn't. Isn't she at the age where she can start making her own decisions? She is. And this is her, he'd be looking at her, and I hope that I have taught her well enough to know exactly how to respond to something like this with a polite no. Dad, does that accident really mean I could never touch a horse? Henry hesitates. I never said that. Oh, look, I know it's a lot. I feel like Spud would say, look, I know it's a lot, but the invitation is there. If any of you want to come over and look at the horses, you're welcome. Just think about it. All right, I'm satisfied right now at this current point in time with the scene, and that's good. That's a good thing. Let's quickly scrub through these notes here. So she laughs hysterically, says something unintelligible. Okay, I'm gonna go back to apparently a scene here. She laughs. Let me just find that. I don't know what scene that is. She laughs hysterically and takes both of Betty's hands and looks into her eyes, saying something unintelligible. Oh my goodness, unintelligible. I don't know how to spell that. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of like my handwriting. No, unintelligible. Saying something unintelligible into her. Okay, I just felt like it'd be more funny if we don't even know what she's saying. It's just like some random like side thing. Like whoever's playing this character, I'm like, what's the most niche thing you can possibly say to put in this movie? Just like completely random. And we just kind of muffle it and mix it into the crowd, right? You also work with Blender. Do you render with Eevee or Cycles? Good wise question. So personally, I like Cycles. I'm a Cycles guy. I remember when Eevee came out, I was like, dude, this is so cool. Let's go. But then I've never really used it. I actually know for my first short film it was half of it was Cycles, half of it was Eevee. I always like the Cycles part so much more. It just has this feel, it feels. Yeah, I could go on and on about that, but Cycles has its purposes, kind of like the fact that I'm underexposed right now, and I should. Nope. Okay, whatever. We're not gonna get a new. Okay, whatever. Good enough. Right, that's nice. So let's go back to Faden. Okay, so we're burning time here. Let's see. So page 10 done. We're gonna say it's complete. Common W, let's go. Oh, timer. Okay. That is true. Okay, let's see. Henry disgusted. So this is a bit extreme. Like, Woody actually, you also work with Cycles. Let's go, bro. Cycles, bro. Let's go. Yeah. Henry, so yeah, we're gonna just get rid of Henry. Like, instead of being just absolutely disgusted, he's just gonna shake his head, like, disgusted is a pretty strong word for this. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with that and not worry about that anymore. So page 11, cha-ching, let's go. Page 12, let's see, what do I have noted here? Actually, don't do that. Oh, I like that idea. It says she, and then okay, and then my idea is just put I as if it's gonna continue. It's not. And you do that for me, Uncle Spud, it just kind of flows right into it. Getting that right, I'm just going to say, is so hard. I've seen so many movies where it's just like, okay, not so many, but like when it's bad, it's so bad. When people get cut off mid dialogue, and I do it all the time on my scripts, not gonna lie. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's just like I don't know. It's bad. Optics or CUDA. I should be using optics. Actually, now you have me curious. If I'm actually using the wrong one, it'd be mortifying. Edit preferences. I've not looked at this for the while. I was running with my CPU, even though I had a GPU. I know, right? I'm bad. I'm like, yeah, it's mortifying actually, low key. System. Yeah, I'm on optics. I'm good. We're good. Yeah, indeed. So let's see. Actually, you got me curious for a minute. Okay. See, does this line make sense? No, don't spin it like that. So yeah, I've made it make sense in my head, so we're just gonna move on from that. So page 12, cha-ching, inciting incident complete. Rewrite is flying, potentially. Move that page over there. I literally have a massive stack of papers over there. Okay. So next page would be page 13. I can't remember what happens on there. Okay. So okay, we're already halfway through, which is awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna have to, after the stream, like calculate like how much time I've spent on this with this timer here. And like the stopwatch thing, bro, is like how much? That was a 41 minute lap, but we got like 4 pages done, so it was like definitely that was good. So it's getting weirder and weirder the more time I spend on this, but the goal is under 48 hours, like to have it rewritten. So that's the goal. But hey, yeah, who knows? So we're just gonna read. We're just gonna start reading because I don't have any notes on page 13, and then it goes to this, which is just one deleted line and spell check there. That's funny. Great. Okay, let's keep reading, guys. Hey, howdy. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to say your name or not. Because yeah, it's not gonna go well. I'm so bad with names. Sorry, but. Welcome to the stream, howdy. I remember you from a while ago, I think. You were in the streams. So welcome back. Okay, let's see. Let's see, look, I know, where in the world? I swear I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, oh, raising wind to blood, right. Okay, Betty, family history does not define who you are, Swadaber. Exactly, it doesn't. Isn't she at the age where she can start making her own decisions? Henry Fleetfoot. She is, and I hope that I have taught her well enough to know exactly how to respond to something like this with a polite no. Dad, does that mean... Okay, sorry. Dad, does that accident really mean I can never touch a horse? Henry hesitates. I never said that. Spadabber. Look, I know it's a lot, but the invitation is there. If any of you want to come over and look at the horses, you are welcome. Just think about it. Okay, boom, scene, done, let's go. You're building the crane. I remember that. Yeah, the crane, yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I feel like the crane, I mean, it's still in the animation, the final one. It just, like, it's not moving. I got rid of that whole, like, the idea I had. It's just sad, but it didn't work at all. It was like, it's not working. But hey, you live, you'll learn, right? All right, so next scene, interior farmhouse living room at sunset. I love the scene. Let's go. Okay, sorry. This is where we start to move into the debate section of the film, which is low-key where I was having problems, which is kind of why I want to absolutely chug through this rewrite. 24 minutes for each page. So let's set a timer for 24 minutes and see what we can cook up. Actually, I set it for 20 minutes. Let's do actually 24 minutes. Boop. 3, 2, 1, activate. Let's go. Okay, come on. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Henry is seated on the couch, long shadows falling across the dimly lit room. Lauren walks in, sits across from him. So the fact that she just sits across from him and not next to him, I actually forgot I did that, not gonna lie, but I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that happens sometimes, I know, right, dude? Bro, yeah. Hey, at least it wasn't the whole scene, right? So Henry Fleetfoot, he's like, I'm losing her. I really like this. I really like the flow. Good. Okay. Lauren leads forward in a low voice. We need to do. Okay, let's try that. I'm losing my voice. Not gonna lie. We need to want what is best for her, which can't be horse racing. Being around him is a dangerous step towards that. I don't want her to go through all the pain I had to. Now I'm being stupid here and cutting off the line. Had to experience had experience. Like I feel like it's important. I have a tendency. It's so annoying when the timer goes off. Yeah, I know, dude. So it's like, no, I'm running out of time. Okay. See, I don't want to go through all the pain I had. I don't want her to go through. I don't want her to go through all the pain I had to experience. And it's fine. It's just like, I'm just gonna make a mental note for this myself. Okay, hotkeys, dude, control and thoughts, bro. And I'm just gonna like, there we go. All right, so now I have a mental note there. I just later come back and be like, oh, maybe I want to change it. So he sighs, holding his tongue. Lara nods. So they kind of are on the same page. Good. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. She doesn't just say good. Okay, more. Okay, good can come from anything though. Just because it ended tragically for you doesn't mean we couldn't or shouldn't support her. Okay, I'm fine with that line maybe. Oh, that's it. Oh, wait, but wait, there's more actually. This is a continuous scene. So, exterior farmhouse front porch, continuous. Betty stands looking solemnly at the beautiful scenery, dotted with fireflies, eavesdropping. Lauren continues, our family has already had so much strain. We will always be her parents, but she's growing up. Henry off screen. I know. A cool breeze blows across the yard. She blows out a frustrated sigh as we follow her into the house. Like, I kind of like that. It's like, oh, cool. She walks into the living room and turns to her dad, unsure. Betty Fleetfoot. I really want to do this. Henry looks at the floor for a beat. Back at Betty. Nods. What would you say if I just went once? Henry looks frazzled. Henry looks frazzled and worn out. You can go. He's just kind of like, fine. You can go. And look. Okay, sorry. You can go and look at Spud's horses sometime. You can go. I feel like the semicolon does not work at all. You can go and look at Spud's horses sometime. It's kind of like he's defeated, you know? So we're gonna italicize this because I like italics, right? And sorry guys, I need to catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Now I can see the full thing. Okay, the scream you do like a chicken without a head. I know, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can scroll the chat. That's cool. Do you leave your computer on overnight when you render, or do you do it during the day? Frankly, it's been a while since I had a scene that's long enough to be like, oh, I need to render this overnight. Normally it's like, oh, I'm gonna eat lunch and render. That's because I'm spoiling myself and I'm not doing too much right now, and I need to do more. So we'll see. Well, I'll come back to you with the real answer on that when I actually have multiple scenes that are like minutes long that need to be rendered at once. But right now I'm too slow to actually accumulate to something like that. So we'll see. See, Henry wanted the beat on the floor. He's willing to play too much Minecraft. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Every word brings him pain. Betty, with her desire to answer, feels disappointed. It's what she wanted, but it wasn't, and I supped, so supposed. It wasn't supposed to be like this, right? Now, I'm gonna be very frank. This is you don't turn your PC off, bro. I mean, hey, I turn mine off every night. It's just, you know, no need to just use the extra power, right? So that's what I personally do. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. This scene is like super. I'm writing it more like a book, and you're not supposed to do that normally, but this scene is a slow scene. Like this, like we've kind of gone through like. Because it's, you know, we're 14 minutes in the film, right? We're almost 15 minutes in. This is the point, like things have slowed down and we're kind of in the questions. She's asking herself big questions. Her family is asking themselves questions that need answering. Yeah, it's just like I feel like this is a rare moment where I actually can have some hype. I don't know. I keep using the word hyperbole, I just realized that. And I don't know what it means, not gonna lie. So I don't know if I should keep using it. But she keeps using... So I'm using, like... It's more wordy than you normally be. Like... it's more of a describing a feeling or a facial expression that like lingers for like 3 or 4 seconds, maybe like 10 seconds. I don't know. We'll see. And so she's like, thanks. She lingers. Good night. We focus on Betty. She walks away. Boom, end of scene. So, not gonna lie, I have nothing to change here. Let's look at my notes that I've see, it wasn't supper, it was breakfast. What PC do you have? Okay, that's a good question. Yeah. I'm gonna chuck this paper here. Let's go. So yeah, Common W, by the way, we have a lot more time on the timer. Take that. Let's see how much time we ended up using for that. 16 minutes. That's not too bad. Okay. I'm gonna pause this as I can answer that. So, frankly, I have no idea because I'm horrible with computers. No, things I know. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM. I have an NVIDIA 3060 GPU. I'm really bad with this sort of stuff, but I have some sort of Ryzen AMD CPU. I don't know the exact model, but it was the best CPU I could get at the time. I was like, okay, yes, let's do this. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful for it, and it works, which is really important, you know. Yeah. Now I had computer problems for a minute, which is not something I should say. I don't want to have problems again. The worst, right? Let's see, I'm gonna get some water one moment. Much better. Yes. RTX 3060. Yeah, right. I'm bad. I'm bad with the specs. It is a very nice setup. I'm very, very thankful. And for what I'm doing, especially, like if I was doing photo scanning, which I did a while ago, before my YouTube journey, it would be awesome. It'd be just like churning out those, you know, getting those pictures in every single like cloudy day, which sometimes there's like a lot of those. Oh, dude, that actually is a fun story. I learned to really like actually appreciate cloudy days when I was doing that, because you know normally some people are like, oh dude, cloudy days so depressing. My uncle actually was like, dude, cloudy days are just depressing, you know. I'm like, cloudy days are actually, I can enjoy them now because I can go photo scan things in here. That's like the most nerd thing to say. Yeah, I have no idea what my motherboard is. I'm not sorry. I just I have no idea at all. But it's from 2014. Hey, if it works, right? Your PC is always super quiet until you do something. Yeah. Oh boy. I really used to have like a big old desktop. I mean, I do have a big old desktop, but it's like it was old also. That one, and it was like, oh dude. Anyway, sorry. Let's move on from that. Oh wait, I actually have more of an efficient line. Okay, all the pain. Let's find that. So my edit on paper was just to that I had to experience to I don't want to go through all the pain. I like it more. Let's go. All right. 6 fans in the case. Actually, how many fans do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's a lot of fans, I guess. Okay, let's see. So page 14. We're gonna deposit this into the bank over there. Okay, cool. Page 15, boys. Now I have a hunch about page 15 of screenplays. Whoa, has 14 fans. Bro. Nice. I don't even know how that's physically possible, frankly, but cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, what I have on page 15 is actually now probably page 14 because I've deleted some things. So what I kind of decided to do, actually no, I decided not to do that. I made edits and I crossed them out, which is like so confusing. But anyway, so yeah, next page. Let's go. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna just read this next scene. Super exciting. All right, so exterior Spud's house day. I forgot about the scene. Oh yeah, okay, this is fun. Oh no. Okay. So Betty's car slowly slowly pulls into the driveway. Betty's car slowly pulls into the driveway. Spud appears from the inside. Bro, what is wrong with me? From the inside of a barn and motions her Motions are over. Okay. Okay. Betty's car slowly pulls into the driveway. Spud appears from the inside of a barn, and motions are over. She drives. Okay, and we're just gonna cut that because we don't need that. Okay. Betty walks around the front of the and then yeah, moments later, Spud's barn. Okay. Betty walks around the front of the van to meet Spud. Spud Dauber, gruffly. Morning. Say morning. Ready to see the horses? Oh wait. Oh yeah, so he just agreed. It's Henry. Okay, I forgot. Bro's like getting deja vu or something like that, my friend. I don't know why I'm talking these accents today. Okay. Betty flashes a smile. Wait. Betty flashes a smile and looks around nervously. Yeah, if that's okay with you. Spud nods. There's a pep in his step that we haven't seen before. I wanted that to fit down one line so much, it's like actually concerning. Let's try to make that work. Okay, Spud nods. Spud nods. Spud nods. Spud nods. With rats. With a pep in his step. We haven't seen before. There. Yes. You don't have no idea how much joy that gives me to make a line that was 2 previously to 1. I'm like, yes, let's go. So dumb, but it just brings me extreme amounts of joy. Okay. Nice. Spud Dauber. Yes, ma'am. It's most definitely okay with me. He grabs a long lead. Bro, what? Wait, actually, do you spell? No, great. Another spelling dilemma from Joshua. Lead versus lead definition. I think, great, my brain is like dying here. Okay, no, that is right. The first definition is the right one. All right, are you gonna be voice act? Okay, sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Are you? You're gonna be the one voice acting everyone, right? So no, I'm gonna be heavily involved with that process most likely. Unless I find someone who's an expert vocal person, that'd be fire. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing probably a few. I'm not gonna lie, just out of necessity, you know. But if I find someone who's better than me, I will literally give it to them. I'll be like, yes, you take it, please, just take it off my plate, please. My sister's gonna be playing the main character because girl, I don't. That'd be kind of weird. Lead is led, just lead. Okay. When you take photo scans, do you use your cell phone or digital camera? So yeah, I recently, within the last year, I got a new camera. Hey, the reason I can now stream with this epic quality, before I had to crop in, which is so stupid. Like this is 1080p right here, but like I had to crop in, like it would be like, because I couldn't get rid of the overlays, which is so annoying. Previously I used here. I'm gonna just grab it. This camera here, Sony A7. No, sorry, that's completely wrong. It was what was it called? It is the Sony blah 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 A58. And why did the exposure change on my camera? Because I'm not here and it doesn't want to focus. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, good old Taylor camera. Like, had it for years. Never used it. I mean, it was our family camera, but like, I didn't realize I could just make short films with this, even though it's not like a crazy camera or anything. This is like the newer version, but I can actually stream with this, which is so nice. So yeah, but no, I never used my cell phone because I didn't have a cell phone actually then. I was kind of, but yeah. So, but you could use your cell phone also. I mean, I'd say DSLR is always going to be better, being, but yeah. Anyways. So yeah, there's my hot take on that. You and your poor looking camera. Yeah, I mean, this is an old camera by now, but it's still good. It's good enough. So yeah. Anyways, enough geeking out, right? Maybe use AI. Yeah, I mean, I'm low key opposed to that. Like, honestly, personally, like that's my hot take. I don't want to use that because I like to be in control. I'm a controller freak, frankly. You have the Canon EOS M. I've heard great things about that. I have no idea what camera that is specifically, but like I've heard like the Canon EOS. multiple times. You know, people like who know their numbers and things like, oh, I have the NVIDIA blah blah blah. I'm like, cool, dude. I don't know what that is, but nice. No, I mean I have a rough concept of what it is, but anyway, let's get back to work. I'm gonna get off topic here. If you guys have questions, you can answer them. I'll just be a minute, okay? Okay, so morning. You ready to see the horse? Betty flashes a smile and looks around nervously. Yeah, if it's okay with you. He's like, yes, ma'am. Motion definitely is okay with me. So yeah, I got caught up with the word lead. So dumb, seriously. Okay, he grabs a long lead from his truck and slings it over his shoulder. Looks back at her, grins. Motions for, okay. Grins. Motions sure to follow. Flare G, yo, what's good? Rewriting the script here. Motions for her to follow. He's like, come on. Now, he's motioned twice. Maybe this is just something Spud does. Okay, we can go with it. Actually, let me just open up. I want to open in Google Docs, but I'm in Chrome. So go to Google Chrome, Docs. Try to find this document where I have like all these like character attributes for different characters. Oh, what a novel concept. But I went overkill on it, and there's things in there that I don't. They aren't character profiles. There we go. Oh wait, no, this is actually, that was a stripped down version of the file. I need the full thing because I am me. I have a lot of random things in this file. Kind of like a, let's see, owned by me in Google Docs. Goodness, that's something that annoys me in Google Docs. Like sometimes I'll accidentally click some random Google Doc thing, like I don't know, and then it'll be like they'll keep updating it constantly, and I'm like, great, now it's gonna be stuck on my homepage forever. So dumb. And you can't delete it sometimes. Okay, where is it? No. Betty Fleetfoot Ideas. There we go. It's a massive thing. And I am going to... Well, I'm not going to share this, actually. No, sorry. Pardon. Dun, 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 dun. Who is Spadopera? Okay, there we go. Actually, no, I'm going to get full screen. Then I can actually share this. Where is full screen? Oh, wait. Let's see. FN11? Nice. All right, now I'm going to press full screen. And also, let's see. Oh, let's read the chat quickly. Actually, I'm going to pause my timer. Let's pause the timer. Read the chat, guys. Pause. Pause. There. All right. So, yo, Flare G, what's good? My camera is a film one. Yo, dude, that's sick. Yeah, film is like so cool to me. You don't mean Drew, but wait, see, you need a camera with a microphone. I recommend the Rode Video Mic Go 2. I think I have one of those. I'm a weirdo. I use my field recorder, which is right here. Like you'll see me in all my videos. I'm like, "Good morning, guys," and they cover my mouth like half the time. I'm like, "What an idiot I am!" But the thing I like about it is it's like I can hold it and I can put it like close to my mouth. Some people, my friend who was like, he basically when I talk, like you hear like things in my mouth are just gross, kind of, but. Yeah, if it's too far, then you hear like the dumb fan and the light right there. So I like having the microphone closer. I could put the mic there though also. So I don't know, personal preferences. Of course, when I'm live streaming, I use this. I tried using a shotgun mic. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's actually over here. Oh, it's actually right there. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. And it works great, you know, it works great. I don't know why I'm not reviewing tech, guys, sorry. But it works great. I just don't use it. Like if I had to go and like make a vlog literally like somewhere else, like not here, I'd probably, and I didn't want to bring my microphone, this is probably more expensive than this, honestly. Actually, no, these got really cheap recently. I was like, dude, I've gotten scammed by Rode. No, but like I'm happy for all the people who now can get them for much less. So yeah, I'd say this is pretty good though. Anyway, enough geeking out, boys. Let's get back to work. And so you don't mean you're rude, but you know that. Sorry, I'm trying to read this. That instead of really, thank you, Flare G. I greatly appreciate that. Let's find out where I put that. Yeah, I have no idea where that is. Let me just copy and instead of. Yeah, I actually have made that. Actually, no, now that you say that, I think Joshua the tech dude. Dude, that's a skips. I just pasted it. What an idiot. Actually, let me paste it. Can I paste it into the search? I can't. That's a dumb feature. All right, defiantly. All right, let's see where most defiantly. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's not rude. That's helpful. because I'm stupid and I can't read apparently. Yeah, so greatly appreciate it. You know, I feel like girls are way better at catching spelling mistakes because my sister is always like, that's a huge misspelling, and I'm like, where? And I'll read it 5 times and why did it do that? Okay, I didn't know that was possible. Interesting. But yeah, so thank you much. Thank you greatly. So let's go ahead and right, I wanted to add a little part in this character thing, full screen, where basically, and don't read all this, okay? No, don't read. Okay, okay, whatever, I don't care. So let's see, Dabra family passes, whatever. He's a manipulative dying uncle. That's kind of dark, but whatever. And things he does, let's see, things he does. I hate when that happens. Things he does would be motions with hands a lot. Motions with hands a lot. Okay. I'm just excited. And then okay, I'll agree with that. Then I'm just continually excited. I'm just like 100% just like Anywho, let's and yes, I set my wallpaper, by the way. I'm so proud of this, to the, and now you can't see it, whatever, to the August animation thing. I was like, yes, I finally have custom wallpaper, mate. So cool. Anywho, guys, let's move forward. And if you guys have questions or just like ideas or anything, I'll try to keep up with the chat. I apologize if I missed it for like 5 minutes. Okay, let's resume the clock though. 3, 2, 1. We're resuming the clock, and we have to do it twice because I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Yep. no, seriously. Okay. Let's see. Okay, most definitely. Thank you, Flirty. Okay with me. He grabs a long lead from his truck, slings it over her shoulder, looks back at her, grins, motions for her to follow. He's like, come on. But he starts to follow, but hesitates at the door. And let's see, exterior barn, good. The door, I think I'm going to be specific of the barn as if it was an invisible milestone. Kind of some extra stuff just to help visualize of, yeah, production time, boys. Let's go. Okay, so boom, the scene is done. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish the scene quickly. Okay, she peers into the barn. Dude, the timer. I knew. I was like, I know it's about to go off somehow. Okay, such a weird sense sometimes. She peers into the barn and sees a horse on the far end and steps in. Try that again. She peers into the barn and sees a horse on the far end. I don't like the way I just did that. Okay, and steps in. Nice. I don't know if that's proper English, but whatever. I'm just doing it. She looks around, smiling. What? Smiling at a horse? I'm not gonna lie. I did write this originally. It was 2 a.m. I think. I just woke up one night and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go fall back asleep. So I'm just gonna start. And it actually worked really well. So I'm very thankful that happened. You know, it's just a weird thing. And I don't need this anymore. Okay. So that's a fun fact. But she looks around, smiling. So I literally didn't even bother. I was just like type. Didn't bother reading it at all, honestly speaking. So she looks around, smiling as, okay, yeah, as a horse in the first stall snorts at her, whatever. And the Spud is like, this is where it all begins. Literally a trailer moment. No kidding. Spud is already standing at the other side of the barn. He latches his lead to the horse's halter. Now, I need to talk to more people who are into horses and things like that to aim his best. Maybe it's true. I don't know. It depends. Because I need to know the lingo. You know, I need to know horses with the back of my hand, which is it's not true. I don't really do anything with horses. My brother had a miniature horse for a little bit. He had no idea what he was doing either. So. Yeah, this is dumb leading. This is the blind leading the blind right now. So, anyways, not that you're blind, and just I'm leading myself. So I'm blind. Anyways, you get the idea. Let's see. He latches lead to the horse's halter. So hopefully, I think horses have halters and they have leads. Latches it, whatever. But whatever. I ain't gonna do anything fancy here. But this is my horse. My horse his name. Okay, so I came up with a name for the horse. I can't remember what it was. Let's see if I wrote it in here. What page are we on? Let's see. Oh, it's like hilarious. I literally fixed that right there. Dude, that's crazy. I need to just look at my notes sometimes. I didn't get to the defiantly part though. Okay. I like it on the back. That's good. Okay. So got that, and then we have the far end. Where is that? Oh. Steps in and looks around, smiling. All right, that makes a lot more sense. All right, nice. All right, get rid of this page. Page 15 complete. Let's go. Hallelujah. Okay, page 16. This is where it all begins. That's better. To a horse's halter. It's not like, whatever, small. I named the horse Zeke. Okay, meet Zeke. Spelled. I don't know how you spell Zeke. Not gonna lie. I spelled it with 2 E's. I don't know if that's proper. Zeke. Let's see, Zeke. Name. I don't know. It's a boy's name. That's good. Oh. Okay. There's multiple ways to spell this apparently. Oh, it's short for Ezekiel. Okay, interesting. So it's Zeke. Interesting. Cool. Or his Spud's horse's name is Zeke. Why? I don't know. Okay, I really have no idea. Okay. Oh wait, apparently there's multiple ways to spell it. Of course. Yeah, and then there's that one person who decided to spell it that one way, and I'm like, hey, you, why? Why are you making my life hard? Okay. Boop. Zeke. Cool. Nice. We have named Spud's horse. Yeah, you got it. That's how you spell Zeke, apparently. I'm, once again, bad with names. It's really bad. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to spell this. I don't know how to say this either. I'm dumb. Okay, so I ain't gonna do anything fancy here, but this is my horse, Zeke. Cool. I'll have all the, yay, okay, cool. I love when it says more. So fun. Anyways, I'll have all the control. You just sit up there and enjoy the view. Okay, that's fair. It's fair. Next scene is horse corral later. Yep, right there. Man, that brother was losing his voice. Eyes wide, face aglow. I don't know why I'm reading it from the page. Works, whatever. Betty rides, in air quotes, Spud's horse as Spud leads the horse in a large circle. Okay, Spud looks up at Betty. Let's see, I have things written on here, so... Alright, this scene complete. Check that off. Okay, now this scene, I have a lot of work to do, apparently. Like I don't know if you see that, but, well, you can't see it, but, like, there's a lot of random things going on here. Like, all sorts of markings. So, interesting. I've never thought that in my entire life, but, cool. Spud's horse is important, but, like, it's not like we call it by name ever again. So it's just like, I just needed a random name, and it was like, I don't know. And my sister was like, did you ever use the name, or did you ever use the word letter Z? Because I was like, someone was like, I'm using the letter J a lot in my names. So I'm like, oh, Joshua, yeah, you need to stop doing that. So she was like, what about Z? I was like, Zeke. And I was like, okay, right, whatever, write it in. So we'll see if it sticks. So right here, Betty sits in the doorway eating lunch. She says too much. Okay, so apparently I'm saying, oh, right, I remember now. Okay. So right now, she says, this has been really fun. I've had an amazing time. Thank you. Which is like 3 ways of saying the same thing twice, or she's saying the thing 3 times, right? She's saying, this has been really fun. I've had an amazing time. Thank you. It's like, why are you using synonyms in real life? Like, bro, what is wrong with you? So I'm just going to say this has been really fun. Thank you. Easy fixes, right? Yeah, super simple. I've had an amazing... Oh wait, I've had an amazing time. So let's I like that a bit more. I've had an amazing time. Okay. Coolio's. Snap, guys. We hit a hard part here. This is gonna be hard. Okay. All right, guys, we got this. But do we? Gonna lap this. Well, I don't know. I can't. I've lost my sense of time and everything at this point. But let's see. Let's see. I've had an amazing time. Thank you. Spud grunts in appreciation. Contemplates. Come back sometime. Biting nods. And so, on paper, I have potentially 3 ways of saying the same thing twice. My favorite. Yeah. On paper, I have scene break with a question mark. So, I'm not sure how I want this scene to play out. I'm curious now. See, come out of it comes with the blue. Yeah. So basically, what I need Spud to do is offer Betty a horse. It's hard. It's very hard. This is the most important part so far. Like, if Spud does not offer Betty a horse, she cannot race for the horse. She cannot win, and the whole movie doesn't happen. So, like, once again, this isn't like such an important scene, and I don't know how to do it either. So, yeah, great. Come back sometime. So, but also at the same time, she needs to convince her parents basically that this is something that she should do. Basically, which is it gets, I'm overthinking it. I'm definitely overthinking it. Guys, it's hard. It is hard. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're just going to, like, I need to do like an overall brainstorming of this. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is not easy. This is the part of the rewrite. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be streaming this. This is mortifying. So what ends up happening, to jump ahead, literally, like, potentially. So okay, let's see. Come back sometime. So actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna make an alternate version of the scene. Cut my losses. Scene version. Getaway fly. Add current. Hey, when a fly is like decided that it wants to torment you for some reason. Let's see. All right, and then we have that version in there. Now we can delete it. Okay. So I can always come back. Basically, the idea is potentially this scene happens later. We're gonna throw paint at the wall and see if it sticks, right? And I don't know if I need the cut to part. Oh, come on. There we go. Control X, and I'm just going to. They have their argument, and I think we maybe have this scene happen. And L cut. Ooh, I like that. Now it's like, okay, where does the scene happen? So it has to happen before page 25, basically. I forgot about this scene. Okay, I'm just gonna paste it in here potentially. Control 1. We're outside, exterior, Spuds. Now I don't know why I have Spuds horse barn and Spuds barn. That's kind of dumb, but whatever. I'm just gonna go with that. Day. I'm just gonna paste this all in here. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna make this bold so it kind of stands out when I'm just trying to find it. All right, so that means this is just a temporary scene that it's there. I was yawning, so I heard. Wait, what? You're gonna throw a baby at the wall and see if it sticks? Yeah, dude, what? If you need a camera microphone, you recommend the Rode VideoMic Go 2. Indeed. Yeah, that is a good microphone. Indeed. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, let's see. I know. Why do flies go after something a trillion times bigger? I know, it's so true. It's like, dude, if I was a fly, wow, like, I would be in the corner. Like, I would stay there. Like, dude, I'm not dumb, right? Or am I? Vsauce's movement intensifies. Okay, when do you think you'll be finished? Hopefully in 48 hours, if I keep focused here and I'm like actually doing things. Come on, Joshua. Stop scrolling the script and actually start typing. Put on a t-shirt or something. Less scroll, more do. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah, where am I? Okay, horse crawl. Come back sometime. Betty nods. So they're just eating lunch here. She wasn't expecting to basically be eating lunch with Spud. It's kind of a surprise thing for her. It's like, oh wow, he's actually really nice. He's like, he really wants to accommodate, and he's being nice. All right. It was just fun. Then she comes home, interior farmhouse, the next scene, dining room, afternoon, and Lauren is just finished preparing lunch for the family. Paul and Henry are seated at the table. So Henry basically comes home from work, I guess, for lunch. And Paul's ready to eat there. And Betty walks through the kitchen door, and Lauren's like, just in time for lunch, which is awkward because she just ate lunch, but she doesn't want to. She doesn't have the guts basically to be like, I just ate, which is kind of like, well, like, why would you do that then? So she's like, she just eats lunch again for a second time, which the audience knows it, she knows it, but they don't know it, and so it's just this awkward thing. I feel like I was like, okay, that's kind of fun. I don't know, small, but and then they kind of interrogate her, like, did you actually ride a horse? And she was like, I had lots of fun. He even let me sit on his own horse, which is like, oh wow, blah. Then she's like, I want to go back. It's like Henry just let her go once. She was like, can I just go once maybe? And he was like, fine, Betty, you can go once. It's not approval, it's not his endorsement, but he's fine, go. And so she comes back from this, and she's like, I'm gonna go again, which is his fear. His prayer would be that it goes absolutely terribly, and she never wants to go again. And she's like, he is such a fraud, but it doesn't, and it goes really well for her, which is a dilemma for him and her now. So conflict is rife. This is rife for conflict, basically. And so yeah, Henry, I basically need to figure out how this dynamic works. What does Henry say? How hard is he on her Betty? And how does Betty overcome that and go again, basically? And I don't know. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I'm not sure which one yet, I'm gonna pause this timer because it is time for lunch for me. No pun, like, I'm not even kidding. My sister just came in and said that, so I didn't make that up. That was not planned. But as they eat lunch in this scene, I will go eat lunch and be inspired by I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. But thank you so much for joining the stream. Whoever's watching, I don't know who's watching, but hey, howdy. I appreciate it a lot, and see you guys next time. I don't know when next time will be. It could literally be like this afternoon. I might just come back and do a part 2, but yeah. So that's all I got for you guys. Enjoy the journey.